Media Made Music.
Hey, how you doing? It's your boy Bullet.
Hey, Bullet, what's good, baby? How you?
You already know out here just making it happen.
No doubt, baby. Hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick, all right?
Okay, no problem.
For all my listeners out there, man, I got the opportunity. Me and AZ Chemistry. Chemistry in the building?
Hey.
Chemistry in the building. We're going to sit down with an accomplished artist that goes by the name of Bullet. And Bullet going to let us know, man, some of the things that he do, how he gets down to make some music that he makes. You know what I'm saying? So, Bullet, baby, how the industry treat you these days, son?
Man, it's good. We out here in Arizona. We just got the label up and running, Street Fame Entertainment. And we've got some new artists coming off with a new compilation. I just released my album, so we're going to talk more about that. And that's coming out next month. So we getting it in out here, man. The industry looking good.
No doubt, baby. You sound like you got this interview all lined up. Kim, he got us ready to go, baby.
I know. I like the energy. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You already know. You got to be prepared, man. I'm promoting the album, so we want to make sure that's the listeners get to know about that, and they know where to get it and they pick it up. But yeah, we definitely making it happen.
No question about that, man. So let's crack this off, man. Real fast, though. Tell everybody, man, because there's a lot of people on the line listening right now. Tell everybody, man, where you from and how long you actually been doing the things that you've been doing, man, as far as your music career goes, Cap.
Well, you know, I'm originally from South Texas, but I've been in Arizona setting my grounds and building my foundation out here for about 10 years. So that's where my traditional music comes from the South. So we've been out here for a while, 10 years. I done dropped about three independent albums. This will be my fourth. So we're trying to get it to where this one goes national. We in Arizona, but we want to branch off more into the California scene, get back to my people in Texas, get that cracking out there, Colorado, Vegas, and kind of just get that West Coast tour going to where we can get to our people with our sound.
No doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Man, okay, so first off and foremost, I need to know. Let's get something straight. The name, okay? I want to know the origin of the name Bullet. Does it stand for something? What does it mean? Where does it come from? Like, explain that to our listeners.
And that's the biggest thing, because people hear the name Bullet, they're like, whoa, what the, you know, we don't know how to take this. You know, so when I started performing young, so when I was 15, I went by my original name, Kobe. And I had ended up getting a manager, and I had a show, and he was like, you know what, your name's gonna be Bullet. And then came out of nowhere, and I ran with it, but then it grew on me, and I started coming up with an acronym for it, and I was like, you know what, before you basic, universal, lyrical language, educating truth. I said, because you're basic, your music is not everywhere, you're not twisted, you're not fast, the people can understand who you are. Then you're universal. It means I'm bicultural. It don't matter who you are, race, religion, you can adapt and listen to me. And then there was the lyrical language, of course. And then I said, you know what, if I'm going to do it, I might as well educate the truth while I'm doing it. So that's how my name became. I said, okay, it's Bullet. So it's opposite of the bullet. It's meant for good, but it sounds like that. But it's nice.
Basic universal language.
Lyrical language, educating truth. Yeah.
Educating truth. Okay, that makes it sound like you got bars. That's what you're trying to tell somebody.
You know what I mean?
Is he trying to say he had bars, or
you know what I'm saying?
He had lyrical accomplishments.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay, Sam, I see you on that one. A PhD on lyrical accomplishments.
I'm just saying, the man explained it to us. You know?
That's a nice one. I like that.
Don't be stealing Sam's phrases.
You gonna hear me saying it on my next interview. You're like, hold on now.
Man, hold up, pause. I heard that before.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, you know what I mean? Like, does it get confusing when you out and you have to actually explain that to different folks, or do you just?
Yeah, because people don't understand it. The name is intimidating, so when they hear it, they're like, oh no, who is this guy? It got to be this big dude. A lot of people meet me, they're like, oh, I didn't even know you was that short. You know, so because the name make it sound so big. So, but it's a catchy name. It sounds like it's already industrialized, because we've heard, I heard of that before, and they probably never even heard of me, because it sets to them.
Right.
So it's a good one.
You're from the South and you're representing the West Coast, right? Your name is Bullet. So I would assume that your lyrics would denote like a gangster rap style. Bullet, you know what I mean? West Coast.
That's what they would see.
Tell me a little bit about your style or your musical influences.
That's the thing about the musical. It goes way back in time. I'm traditional, so grew up with the family and the Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, the whole Jackson 5. So hip hop kind of branched into me way later, but the Al Green, Marvin, so I just became a writer. I started liking music, and that's when I said, okay, hip hop, it was my form, but I started writing gospel, R&B, country. I was like, oh, I got a talent to write anything I want to write. So my music is formed into an entertainer because I like performing and giving the people a show. I just don't like going, hey, here's my song, there it goes, the night B. No, I like to give the people a show, give them the story, give them the song along with it so they can understand where I'm coming from. So I try to, my music is a diverse of, if you had to explain who it could be, it'll probably say on the level of, I can't say, Michael Jackson because I'm rap, but you would think of Michael because Michael did songs that was diverse in any range, whether it was R&B, pop, country, he even hip hop, a little hip hop in there, so I just like, I say mine is universal, it's like, hey, a Nelly, a radio, pop, something on that level.
All right, because I absolutely wanted you to break it down, baby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Michael Jackson.
Right, because you was like Michael Jackson, and I'm thinking to myself,
you was like, how the hell he gonna compare himself to Michael?
You know what I mean, don't get me wrong. Michael's the greatest, and we do understand there may be some type of similarities to what my man is talking.
I would have said Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is more of hip hop. And I'm more of a writer when I do songs. I got daughters who do music with.
Mr. Bullet.
When you said Jay-Z, baby, you made me have to sit up a little bit.
I put my chest up and whatnot.
Right, because we was.
But he's still here doing his thing. But I thought of as far as if I was influenced by, and I could say Tupac. I listen to him. I love him. Right, but as far as entertainers, you look at people who entertain people and gave a great amount of influence. And I said, if you want to compare me after you see me perform or you see how I keep making different type of music, he came with everything, some Thriller, then Black and White, and this and this and this. So you can't even put a label on that. It's just like, hey, you are music. Prince did the same thing. When you have that to where you're changing music, it's a different level to I'm just doing music. I'm actually changing it.
So what I'm hearing from you is that you're actually an entertainer. You actually just don't rap. You actually just don't get on stage and spit bars. You have a whole production to where you
the whole production. For my album release party, we want to do the smoke, the lights, and the whole nine. Right. So we want to entertain.
So you have it in your mind to absolutely to perform a show. You're entertaining folks. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even I see MC Hammer coming out here for the fair. I'm watching him. I'm on his Instagram. That's how much intensity I do as an artist. I study. And I say, oh, he's going to be here during the fair. Okay. And I see he's still performing 30 years later, and it's still 30 people on stage. Right. It's still 30 dancers behind. I'm like, God dang, I wouldn't do that. But, if you want to give your people the show that you want to give them, and he might break even. He might not even get the money he wants, but just like Beyonce, I'm going to put an extra 100,000 in my lights because I like what I do. This ain't for it's for profit, but it's not. When I'm really comfortable with what I'm doing, I want to make sure that people get what they want, and you're going to invest into your show.
Okay, that makes sense. I like that you also.
That's an entertainer, and that's the difference between a rapper.
Right, I would agree with that 100%. I like also that you said you're a writer, so you do write all your own.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely write all my own stuff, beginning to end. I'm trying to get into writing commercials, jingles. Okay. I tried to dibble dabble with movies a little bit, but I said, let me conquer at least the music and get known as one of the greatest writers that did it. Okay. And then I can, get into everything else.
So you sound like you got some very high expectations for yourself, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's the sky's the limit. If it's been instilled in me, it's obviously there for me to do. So if it's been thought, I got to do it. And just get it done. And, you just reach your goals and keep going.
When you start talking about being the greatest, my man.
The GOAT.
Oh, yeah, the greatest. And the only reason I say that, a lot of people going to say, how do you say you're the greatest writer? I said, because I feel that I've been given the gift to write for anybody. I can say, hey, I want this song. This is a Beyonce song. Let's write that type of song for her. I can say, let's look at anybody and just be like, this is the perfect demographic song for them. Even to make their career again. So, I'm going to be very vital and valuable to labels, not just the artist. They're going to see me as an A&R. They're going to be like, he has a vision to where he can make all our artists better. And that's what I do with my people around me. I make everybody better. And it's just like anybody that comes to a team. Hey, LeBron, he makes his players better. And those are leaders. Those are people who actually are good. They're not just reaching their goals. They're making the people around them better. And that's what I do as a writer. Because now you see the industry is only going a certain direction, and every so time somebody comes in and they lead it to a different direction because of what the writing. It's not just, I got a hot song. No, this person know how to write. So they're behind the scenes, Neo, writing for all these artists that's releasing. And you're like, oh, he's hot. But Neo writing.
No doubt.
So the writer is the one.
So here's one of the things me and Kim want to know.
Right.
Because you do write songs. You saying you're one of the greatest writers in all that.
Yes.
Is that one of the reasons why Kim? What was that song he wanted? The first one we
Weirdo.
Let me know it, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about this Weirdo track.
To us, man.
Yeah, Weirdo is becoming the craze. I did the song 3 years ago, and it's barely kind of being released on this album because it's still it's timeless. You can play it 10 years from now, and it still sounds like it was made yesterday. And that's a lot of how I try to make a lot of the music to where it just lasts to stand the time. And that's how you're creating great music, because you can play an Al Green song now, you can play this song now, and those are timeless music. You can't make music that's lyrics you feel. Right. So Weirdo became in every state you go to, St. Louis, here, you go to St. Louis, you got Nelly. You're hearing it all in the clubs. You go to Cali, you hear Snoop Dogg or Ice Cube. Those are implanted in the city, in the state. So when you come to Arizona, you don't have a song. You may have one song from Nasty Boy Click or this radio song that come every morning, but you don't have an artist to say, hey, that's an Arizona song. That's from Arizona. So when you hear Weirdo, I mentioned all the sports teams in the song. Okay. So I gave it the culture of, this is what we do in Arizona. Okay. Where and we just said we weirdos. We all have our culture of weirdos. Okay. Whether we work late, we stay up, radio personalities stay grinding. Right. These are different levels of weirdoism, because regular people go to sleep at a certain time. Right. We stay up late and we work extra. So I saw, everybody can be a different level of weirdoism. So I said, and then it was really for bullying, for people that are targeted.
He said weirdoism.
He said weirdoism.
No, I heard that. He said weirdoism.
Listen, are you writing a new dictionary over there?
It's a culture. It's a culture, because even the people in school are so different now. And you got to let it go and let people be who they are. Whether you like who you like and who you don't, and gender type, race, religion, we have to understand that we are all weirdos in our all shape and form. So we can't. I'm doing it more to where you can't pick on people like these no more, because we are all smart and we all not. So it's a different type of song.
We want you to set up the song, baby. Let us know.
Introduce yourself.
And the song and who was with it. And we get ready to bang that for you right now, man.
It's the boy B.U.L.E.T, Weirdo. You can catch it on YouTube. You can watch the video on there. Directed by the boy Keith Media, and it's hot. Check it out. It's Weirdo.
For my listeners out there, this is B.U.L.E.T. Here we go.
You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. Never sleep, I stay up late just chasing money for real though. Smoking back to back, roll 2 packs just to roll up. Eyes blush, I red behind shades, I'm a weirdo. I be blowing on presidential, ask your kinfo. Real nigga till the day I die, that's on my grandma. Every time you see me, I be stunting, match a blunt. Sipping on something so expensive you can't touch. Ride around my city, bumping nuts. And yeah, I brought them bottles, raise your cups. Sleeping on me, nigga, wake 'em up. Yo, boy so cold, these rappers can't keep up. What I do do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. Talking to my money when I count it, I'm a weirdo. Making so much I don't check the balance, that's for real though. Self-made, never gave me nothing, so I took it. And to the ones that said I never make it, bite the bullet. Bitch, I'm back. Bitch, I'm back. Bitch, I'm back. And I'm better than I ever been, that's a fact. Started from the bottom, Sunset Projects where it's at. Where it's South Texas, I got traded to the Diamondbacks. Rep my team, rep my team, rep my team. Win or lose, Phoenix Sun until they bury me. Arizona Cardinal fitted to the mortuary. Ballin' on you niggas all the way to the cemetery. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. I hear they still hating on me. It's my year though. Took a while for me to get here, but I'm here though. Bullet back, then you get the memo. And I got hits, knock 'em out like I am Kimbo. Slice, damn this nigga nice, no hype. I been real, them other dudes just prototypes. On my teeth Keith, that's the shit I don't like. And pop songs, that's the shit I don't write. I'm weird, but get to know me, I'm real. Plus game tight, touchdown in your city, do a show and leave the same night. About my money, boy, all day about that life, don't bang. But if you won't be bring rights, make stir fight, chow man. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo. What I do is different. You can call me weirdo. I am just a weirdo. Nothing but a weirdo.
You're listening to Media Made Music. It's your girl AZ Chemistry and Sangria. If you're just joining us, we're in the middle of an interview with B.U.L.L.E.T.
Bullet in the building.
Yeah.
Representing the state of Arizona. Man, so tell me, this is the show is obviously online, so they're everywhere. I would like for you to give a little history about what is the scene, the Arizona scene like. Tell us a little bit about what it's been like being an artist in Arizona.
Well, artists in Arizona, it's different because it's a diverse culture. We got everybody out here, blacks, whites, Latinos, so it's a big melting pot. And it's still a new, fresh music scene. So, we still up and coming. We still trying to find the sound. And everybody trying to run around trying to figure out what the sound like. So as an artist, you got to kind of find your own and try to find your own fan base out here. Because it's so diverse. So it's hard, complicated, but if you just keep pushing, keep giving them new music, the right sound, then they'll eventually catch on.
Right. So if there is someone that is visiting, let's say, what is a spot that you would absolutely, if they come into your city, they want to come represent, you want to show them like what Arizona has to offer, where would you take them?
Oh yeah. First thing we're gonna do, I text you when you touch down. We probably hit the Tempe Mill Strip.
Okay.
Hit Mill Strip because all the clubs. You got about 10, 12 clubs out there.
Right.
Bars, so you can hit Mill Avenue, and then of course Scottsdale.
Bars and then bars. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, club on top of clubs and bars on top of bars. And then of course they got Westgate now. Yeah, so it's just ways you can go.
Okay.
It's where you can go hang out. It's cool out here sometimes at night.
Yeah.
But just don't come in the summertime. Just come when it's cool.
Oh yeah, the summers are brutal in AZ. I hear.
Yeah, you gotta get real acclimated to this real fast when you come around here.
In the summer here, you gotta get ghost. Yeah, but you'll like the scene.
This ain't for everybody coming here in the summertime.
It ain't.
AZ style. I think it's interesting that you said that it's a melting pot, and therefore, like, it's hard for it to really zero in on what the Arizona sound is. Do you feel like you're trying to trailblaze that sound and make it something?
I'm basically trying to set the bar to where, and I don't really want to do that because it's like, oh, now we got to come behind that, but I just want to give them quality to where if you want to be accepted in other states and you're going to have to leave here, then you're going to have to come to this quality of level of sound. And it's not just sound, it's lingo, it's the message. They only going to accept what's at that time and what's hot. So a lot of artists ain't making it out because they just giving it to the Arizona people. But when they cross that borderline, these people like, huh? We don't know about that. What is that?
Right, absolutely, Kim. I actually want to circle back to that. It's a good point. It's a good thing that you made that point.
Right.
And it was actually, I wanted to kind of speak on something that I heard B.U.L.L.E.T say.
Okay.
And B.U.L.L.E.T, when you spoke about how we were trying to, or you may have been trying to actually create a different sound for the folks that may come to Arizona, or somebody that's here and they looking for a particular sound. That's kind of like a hard quest because a lot of folks here in Arizona are really not from Arizona
at all.
So they
at all.
B.U.L.E.T included.
B.U.L.E.T, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to kind of set a sound for the Southwest
when they're influenced by
and from wherever they come from.
Correct.
So,
you're right.
So you doing that, man? That's an actual tall quest, man. You know what I'm saying? To actually want to kind of create a sound for the Southwest when most folks are not from here. Right. So that would be pretty interesting, man, to see on exactly.
And then it's bigger than it's a lot of the sound, and then it's the genre you in because we got Linkin Park, we got Jordan Sparks. We got people who made it out, and we had people who was close. Whether it was ain't gonna drop names,
and I heard you
but a couple rappers that
Nasty Boy Click.
Wow, Nasty, I was opening up for them at 15, so they hit. But could they bring? And I love their music, but they was an Arizona sound, and so they was big in California too. But can you get to New York and can you get to Atlanta? That's where you really got to hit the grounds of Atlanta and Houston and Texas. And they like once they put their thumbs up, they're like, okay, like they did YBZ. Now you're national. You got to get that acceptance of okay, we like this sound. Right. We like this trend.
Right. And don't get it twisted, though. People talk about Arizona in a particular way. I don't know whether it's negative or positive, but here's what I can tell you. A lot of folks on the West Coast, man, come through this piece, man, because we support a lot of different music and a lot of different sounds.
Right.
And
we do.
Wherever they going, they want to make sure that they stop through this piece, but at the same time, they try not to give us the love that we have.
The numbers would speak.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Right.
The numbers would say that we are one of the top 5, cities to hit. So that's why we do get a lot of major artists through here. We're a very large city, by numbers.
I say to be the 4th biggest city in the country.
That's right.
If an artist breaks hip hop here, he gonna be huge.
No question.
I would think of an artist.
That's all there is to it.
To me, if an artist is going to be really big to make it, I think he's going to have the juice.
Gotta have the juice.
What you think?
There you go.
I'm thinking.
There you go.
Hey, B.U.L.L.E.T.
Yep, bring him that juice.
They got that.
I set him up.
Bring him that juice.
It's called the assist. You know what I'm saying? It's a triple double that way. You come in, pass it like
and
what?
I'm going in for the dunk. Ain't no question about it, man. Ain't no faking and shaking and pump faking.
And that's why y'all finna be the next biggest radio personalities out there. That's how you bring it.
If we ain't already, if we not already, tell him, B.U.L.E.T.
We do around this piece all day, cat.
You already know.
Hey, B.U.L.E.T, baby, listen, man. Let everybody know, man. What inspired you to want to do the record juice, man, and who's on the record, man. And as you doing that, baby, that's the next record we gonna bang for you, cat.
Let's do it. My boy YBZ, we both from Texas. It was a song we were supposed to long overdue. We got together in that booth, spilled a little juice, and then it was magic from there, man. And it's a hit.
Here come the juice, baby.
Went to sleep with old money. Woke up to new. Had them birds flying in, so I woke up the crew. Sneezing on haters, I chew. Bless me like I got the flu. Residue all on my shirt. I'm dripping like I got the juice. Wake up to breakfast in bed. Wake up to money in head. I live a life of celebs. Ballin' and stunting on webs. You never see nothing like it. I get them checks like I'm Nike. Niggas is hating, don't like me, but they do not pay me, so fight me. I'm dripping my neck and my wrist. I hustled and flip it again. Me and YBZ on flex. We keep the product coming in. Win. 2020 setting trends. 2020 100,000. Then flipping and turning to millions. Went to sleep with old money. Woke up to new. Had the birds flying in, so I woke up the crew. Sneezing on haters, I chew. Bless me like I got the flu. Residue all on my shirt. I'm dripping like I got the juice. Went to sleep with old money. Woke up to new. Had the birds flying in, so I woke up the crew. Sneezing on haters, I chew. Bless me like I got the flu. Residue all on my shirt. I'm dripping like I got the juice.
I gotta mop all this drip up. Too saucy, hope you don't slip up. I want it all like a stick up. Bitch, I'm hogging the lane like a pickup. Call up the gang, bitch, I'm clicked up. Sip so much mud, gave me hiccups. Keep that shit a buck and never switch up. Put the guns down, pick your fists up. BBS stones in the necklace. Known to wreck shit cause I'm wrecking. Analyze my moves like it's Tetris. You fucking with a certified veteran. I got the juice like I'm Omar. Whipping the coupe with like 4 bras. If you don't move, I'm a Bogart. Promise you don't want this play like a Fogart, nigga.
Went to sleep with old money. Woke up to new. Had the birds flying in, so I woke up the crew. Sneezing on haters, I chew. Bless me like I got the flu. Residue all on my shirt. I'm dripping like I got the juice. Went to sleep with old money. Woke up to new. Had the birds flying in, so I woke up the crew. Sneezing on haters, I chew. Bless me like I got the flu. Residue all on my shirt. I'm dripping like I got the juice.
You are tuned in to Media Made Music. It's your girl AZ Chemistry. I'm here with Sangria in the middle of an interview with B.U.L.L.E.T from representing Arizona, the great state.
Good question.
Yep.
Hey, B.U.L.L.E.T, man, that was some good music, baby. I mean, you know, at times, you know, there's things that go through your head. Is there a certain process, man, that you actually go through, man, to actually come up with the titles to your song, and then actually when you go into the studio, man, what is your process, man? You know what I mean, on how you actually put your music in, Cat?
I really go off of a process of basically how I'm feeling. What's at the time, the moment. I could be watching something. It could be the news, or it could be a relationship. Anything that's going on, I give it feeling. So I got to be very motivated by it. If it's a project where they're like, okay, we need to get some songs, get this ready, it's still also stuff that I either been through or see it and what I'm going through. So it's like I'm writing for that time. So it's just like I'm like 100% music. I done been in my dreams and had a dream of a song and woke up and started writing it. It's just a inspiration, basically what it is. It just is got to get it out of me.
All right, so you did mention that YBZ is on this track as well, and you said it's been a long time coming. Is he featured on any other tracks? And also, are there other people that you're interested in collaborating with?
It's a lot of them. I know YBZ might be on another track on the album, but it's as far as collaboration, I'm trying to get a lot of songs. I'm trying to get a lot of songs out that I can get out. Right. But as far as collabing, I want to do a lot with some singers. Okay. That's really who I want to collab with, because I want to get that, be able to do that writing. Because there's only so far you can go with hip hop. But if I collab with a couple of singers, and I can, kind of do my free writing hand, and I can put out the music I want to express too. So
you actually segued it into my next question, Kim.
Okay.
And so with you saying that, you know what I'm saying, you said you just don't want to do hip hop, you also want to do some other things.
Right.
So that tells me that there's a thought process in your head. Not only is there a thought process in your head, but I want to know what's the message that you're trying to convey with the music that you're putting out.
Okay.
It depends. My message is, as far as depending on music and songs,
Right.
put out positive music at all times. I'm not, I can get on anything people doing. I hear this song, okay, long as they know we shooting up, killing, blah, 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 blah. As long as I can vibe with it, then I can produce and put out that type of music. So it's universal, no levels I'm trying to reach. But it's certain things I won't get on because, of course, you want to keep your balance of what you're trying to put out, and it's always positive influence. And my overall goal as an artist to show people is no matter what age, position, situation, that you still can do what you want to do. If you're thinking about it, then you obviously still can do it. So it's the point of, my whole message is to motivate people, hey, not just outside the music, even if it ain't music, get up and do what you love to do. And make sure you do it right, and as long as it's positive, then positive things will come out of it.
Okay. I want to know quickly, like, who does the production? Who's doing most
production? I got a couple of different producers out of California, and then we got one out here in studios we go to that we're working with as far as the production and the beat makers. We don't have really one that we solely go to. We try to have a different sound, so I used to do that in the beginning, like, one producer do like the whole CD. I'm doing all your beats, man, and then you get that. You go into a point to where you got the same song, same sound coming. Similar. So you want to at least work with 2 to 3 different producers, right? Because now you got diverse sounds, claps, things that sound different, and it make you do different songs that you usually don't do.
Right, step outside your box. Now,
yeah, and I had to learn to kind of trust myself in that process.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now you've been in the game for like a decade, you say, and you've worked with a lot of different artists, right? Along the way, was there any piece of advice or words of wisdom or something that was given to you by maybe an artist that's been in the game a little longer than you that you would like to share that has helped motivate you, inspire you to keep going?
It's like I'm dealing with a guy right now. He kind of like managed Fabulous in this whole 9, and he's like, yeah, man, I can get you to the big people, and I want to do this for you, But he said you need to, get your imagery better, get your not just your imagery, but basically your concrete fan base. You need to find an outlet to people that's supporting your music. Find out where it hits at, who likes it. Is it Arizona? Is it Cali? Is it Texas? So then you can have your fan base, and you can build from zero ground up. So the best advice I had was, hey man, I got fan base out there, they're everywhere. How do I get it to where I'm moving as a magnitude as an artist? Right. And it was just like, what you want to do is just keep performing at at different locations, but in the same areas. Find out where your diehard hip hop fans are, and go to them. Because you just can't be with your social media and your family, friends, and your immediate fan base. You got to outbreak, and you got to find more.
No question. So here's a question that I got for you, man, and this gets kind of skipped over when a cat actually has a substantially long career, or a career when he's grinding for a while, and sometimes some things just don't happen. You know what I mean? And so my question to you is what's some of the challenges that you've encountered as you've been kind of going on your journey, man, trying to make it to a certain point in your career? You know what I mean? What's some of the things that have kind of...
The challenges, and it's kind of crazy you say that, because I was talking to my partner the other day, and we bring new artists on and people who want to work with the label, and I'm like, okay, perfect. And what I'm seeing is people don't have their personal lives together. But before you, even with me, I had to get my personal life together to do what I want to do. And it's whether it's a goal or hobby, how you got to take care of home first. Even if it ain't take care of home, take care of you. Take care of you, because that's a second entity of you. So once you're well together, all the main things that you need to function as a human being, then you branch out and go out. Because even if you take losses or you take gains, it doesn't affect your situation to keep you going every day. So a lot of people are living this fascination of this is what I'm gonna be. This is what I'm gonna be. But in security life, and I used to hate it when people told me that. Find a backup plan. I don't need no backup plan. I'm gonna be the biggest thing in the world. Who cares? I don't need no. And that's not real. You can be, and you will be it. But you see what I'm saying? But on the way up, pour some concrete.
Right. You gotta have it in your head, man, to be successful. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think in that manner, then you know, why would it be a surprise to you when you fail?
Right. True.
So I got hit so hard so many times that I said, okay, I can't let these dudes run around and actually think this is gonna work for them. So every time I get interviews, I'm just going all about just to say, hey, you're gonna do it the right way. You know, it's good to have that dream and have those goals, but it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad when you fall and you can't get back up.
Well, I heard you say this is your 4th independent album that you're releasing. Is that correct?
Yeah, 4th independent album. The long one, the first one, long overdue. You got Born in the South, Sincerely Yours Truly, and now you get the story, the Jacoby Bruce story, which is my name. You know, and that's that CD to where you're like, okay, it's time to let you know who I am. It's not just
say that, Bullet. Would you putting out albums talking about Jacoby Bruce story and all that? What you think? You somebody over there?
But hey, I'm only what he created. You know, and you as an artist, that's the thing about the big ones and the A/B artists, the C artists, however level you on. If you have a mission and you influence, it's something that you don't even have a control of. You just like you got your calling. You love doing what you do. You know, you're passionate about it. You know, so nothing's gonna stop you. You're gonna get better. You're gonna keep growing. You know, so you don't come up with the ideas. They come up for you. You know, so you might have the name for your show. You came up with that. You know, so when the Jacoby Bruce came, I didn't even ask for an album release party next month. And I don't like to get religious, but I say when the boat started driving itself, the boat started driving itself. Okay. You know, I got the club. The lady was great. Hey, come do your album release party here. And all of a sudden, I'm having this huge album release party releasing Jacoby Bruce story. So now I say, you know what? Let me get on my grind with it.
Tell us a little bit more about this album release party. Where is it? When is it? What should we expect? How much are the tickets? Like, what's going on?
And when and what time you want Media Made Magazine?
Yes,
there,
and make sure.
Oh, you already know. I got y'all on the VIP list.
Right. You know, we need to be on. You know, I don't got to tell you where we need to be because it's something.
Yeah, y'all need to. Hey, I'm gonna have 3 bottles. We gonna buy 4 or 5 bottles. We have a VIP lounge. Y'all come relax with me. But it's gonna be at Mark's Club, Lounge on 43rd Avenue, Peoria. Okay. Everybody knows where that's at, so that was perfect. Even people I was like, oh, I heard about that. I've seen it. Oh, Mark's, they know about it. You know, Peoria, Arizona, Glendale, Arizona. So it's going to be real nice. It's going to be Sunday, so we're doing it early. We're going to open the doors by 7 o'clock, have everybody out there by 12. I'll be hitting the stage about 10. You know, so it's going to be real big, real nice.
Okay, so you're gonna perform. We're gonna listen to the album.
I'm doing a 25-minute performance, a long performance. Kind of got a couple skits in there. Oh. You know, of course, I told you I entertain you. So it's one. So it's one of those ones. I'll be doing Weirdo Juice and about 4 more songs from the album. So it's one of those ones you're gonna really love.
No question. We're looking forward to being there. We're looking forward to actually see you entertaining and all that. You know what I'm saying? So Kim, tell them what else we doing. What else we doing over here? For all the listeners out there, man, we want to let y'all know that we got Bullet.
That's right.
He's here first. You know what I'm saying? You get to hear this first. I'm my man Bullet. Bullet is doing his thing. You know what I mean? So Bullet, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
One more question for you, man. You know what I'm
saying?
You know it. What's some advice, man, that you would be giving to artists, man, that's coming up behind you, man?
Woo! That's the biggest advice y'all can take. If you was an artist and you really wanted to get there, I'm talking about not playing with it, but you actually, hey, man, I really want to get into the music business. First and foremost, find your own income. Find no friends, no family, no girlfriends, no this. Find a solid income to where you can take your money and you can pay for your talents. Second, don't get no yes men. Find people who can criticize what you do, and you need to learn to be open to criticism. If you can't be open to criticism, turn around now, put the mic down. The game ain't for you. Right. It ain't, because it ain't about what you want. It's what the people want. It's what the industry like to hear, and that's the only way you're gonna make it out of here. You gotta set the bar, complete your mission as far as an artist. Whether it's your graphic design, your music, your production, your beats, your imagery, get it all together. Don't just have one better than the other one. No matter how long it takes, how much money it takes, get to that level, because that's the only way you can reach that industry.
Man, that's a great piece of advice. I hope they're listening, and I hope they take heed. Well, we're about to wrap it up, but before we play your last track and depart, thank you, of course, for joining us today. But I want to know, maybe let the listeners know where we can find you. Give up all your social media contact. Give your
You already know it.
We don't want nobody to be forgotten. Don't forget anybody. And give some shout outs.
You already know. Shout out to my my right hand, my A&R sidekick. I just signed him onto the label. A&R, big baby comedian. You know, he's doing a lot of work for me, so he's working with me now.
Love him.
Yeah, shout out to the whole Street Fame family. Shout out to y'all, definitely, for having me on. You know, I definitely want to come back on sometime in the future whenever y'all ready to have me.
For sure.
You already know. Get that. Y'all can catch me at Born in the South on Instagram at Born letter N the South, and you can catch me on Facebook on Jacoby Bruce, and that's where you can find the whole rundown on everything that's coming, the release dates for the album. At Jacoby Bruce on YouTube for the videos. It's Jacoby Bruce the whole nine. You know, that's why this album is so precious, because you're revealing yourself. A lot of artists come out right, and they have their character name. I'm giving them who I am. So you can look up my family, look up my background, pull my G file. This is who I am.
Man, that's a beautiful thing.
Get the album.
No doubt, baby. For all my listeners out there, man, y'all heard it first right here on Media Made Music. You dig? Hey.
You know it.
Jacoby, make sure you go out and you get that Jacoby Bruce story, man, a.k.a. Bullet. Hey, Bullet, baby, we get ready to bang this last track, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's called Time to Win, my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it. Time to win.
Let's get it, Cat.
Do it.
You had them flying out, I had them flying in. Tell the streets that Bullet is back, yeah, I'm back at it again. Half you niggas ain't even trill, there you go lying again. Think you can stop me, go ahead and try again. They say I used to be fly, I'm super fly again. They know the real is around, then they get quiet again. Thought I was dead, let me for dead, ho, you can try again. I hit the stage, then they go crazy, people gon' ride again.
Turn up for real, party like I got a deal. Blowing on Chris with chillin', so how we looking at ceilings? Cup, what are you drinking? Mixing, what am I thinking? Blue pill where I'm trippin', surrounded by all these women.
You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin. You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin. You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin. You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin.
All the pussy shit that you cats is doing ain't really that new to me. But I swear that I knew to them before they knew to me. Fuck off the leash, you see, you simply couldn't be caged. This shit don't look like no zoo to me. You goofy, I'm out the jungle where humble don't garner you nothing but hunger. I never bit the hand that fed me shit, I ate up the arm just to simmer my stomach. I'm rumbling, he in it for something, no point in just sitting on crumbles. You dummy, you get it, you flip it and dump all that shit to the bricks that you keep in your linen. Start tumbling, no quit till you sitting on something. Give lip to these bitches, not never about nothing. Your business, your business. Cause one day them people gon' picture the witness. So don't be surprised why she ain't on your visit list.
So it's fortunate, I'm Prescott and for the win. So I'm corporation in the price, street fame, be the substance. Black applying all that doctrine. I'm sorry that you became a has-been. Ain't no friends when you aiming to win. Checking your temperature, I'm applying all that defense. Strong safety in the black back, the greedy gritness. Yeah, you ain't got enough win to win. So you go ahead and get your care package.
Win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin. You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin. You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin. You had your time to win, now it's my time to win. You had your time to spin, now it's my time to spin.